Hey there, everyone. So here we are again at Remax Oasis Dream Homes, and introducing you to one of our agents in our series of introducing you to the agents at this office. And today we're going to talk to you about Dione Saliba. Dione has been with us not too long now, but he's been in the business for a while. And I want you to, hear from the agents, hear what they're about. And we have our 3 questions for Dione. And number 1, Dione, how long have you been in real estate? And what are your experiences within the real estate market or the real estate field?
That's a good question. So I started in 2002 in the mortgage business.
Okay.
Got my feet wet there, did a lot of purchases back then, and was structuring deals when a lot of mortgage brokers weren't even doing purchases back then. They were focusing on refinances. And I always thought that the purchase market was just something that always would be there and was just a whole completely different dynamic from doing refinances. I mean, there's so many moving parts, as we know, as real estate agents. When you're handling a purchase, it's a whole other world, and they always have priority over that. So I worked with a lot of agents back then, but always kind of wanted to be a real estate agent. I spent some time in between then, and I've always been in the construction renovation field. So my father, he renovated our houses that we always lived in, but he also did hotel renovations. So I was around multi-million-dollar hotel renovations since I was a young kid, and always loved renovation work. So the last 19 years, I've been in renovation and construction, but now they kind of go hand in hand. Like right now, I have a house in North Homestead that I'm finishing up with my crew that we're going to be listing for sale. It's not a house that I own personally, but it is a flip. And so a lot of people ask me sometimes, well, why do you do renovation work? Why don't you just focus on the real estate, or why don't you just focus on the renovation? But I love doing both, and they a lot of times get me business for real estate. So I love that aspect of it, and I do love the both parts of it as well. There's a lot of moving parts within real estate, and I like all of them. So.
Oh yeah, that's great to know, because with that experience that you have, it gives a different perspective that a lot of agents wouldn't see.
Yep.
Or wouldn't know to look for in a house. So it's great for especially buyers that they can, you can see things that the average person wouldn't see. And that's great in our market. At least you can save some time. Yep. In terms of wasting time on houses that
absolutely
wouldn't fit your clients' their needs.
Yeah.
But here's the other question we have now. What are some of the favorite things about the real estate business? What are some of the favorite?
Yeah, another great question. I think that my love of real estate is kind of the same as a lot of other people's. We love working with buyers. We love working with sellers. But for me, I really do enjoy the aspect of what we're doing for people, because I've single-handedly changed people's lives. I've gotten involved and with many of the aspects outside of it and handled things for them, whether it be helping them getting a mover with the mortgage, or decorating their house, or getting their house fixed up to sell it. So a lot of my clients recently, actually that's how we met, is that we did a deal together.
Yep.
And that property, I had my guys do some renovation work and painting and floor refinishing and stuff in there. So it's just funny how things work, right? I meet this client, I do work for them, next thing you know, I'm working with you, and it completely changed my life, right? So people are like, well, why you, how did you get there? How did you do that? So it's just the day-to-day differences, it's a day-to-day being able to do something different every day. I'm not somebody could just sit at a desk from 9 to 5 and go home. I cannot do that. It's just really odd for me.
Yeah.
I can work 100 hours a week for myself and be fine, but working 40 hours for somebody where I have to be there every day is just not something that sits well with me for some reason, and I've never been like that. So I like a little bit of the craziness, if you will, of the real estate business. It's exciting, it's fun. I love working with clients. I've been able to change their lives. I work with a lot of out-of-state investors. I've been able to find them, probably even in this market. I've negotiated almost all my buyers recently. I've gotten prices down off list price and been able to get things fixed for my buyers and stuff. Even in this market, it's kind of crazy, but that's that's the reason why these out-of-town investors are trusting me by looking at houses and doing that. With my construction experience, it's great. I can go in there and it's like walking in with a mortgage guy, a home inspector, a contractor, and a real estate agent when I'm showing people a house. So I pride myself on that.
That's great to know, especially earlier part of your answer there. It's this is a big investment for a lot of people. Sometimes it's the biggest investment.
Usually the biggest, yeah,
people.
they'll ever make.
So it's great to know that you're dealing with them one at a time and handling them professionally, and they love your service. So the third question is, what keeps you busy besides real estate when you're not working? What keeps you busy?
Yeah, so it's just basically I have my son 50-50, so he's 8 years old. He keeps me on my toes. I dedicate a lot of my time with him and for him, so when I do have him, I'm with him. So it's a crazy tough balance, but he's in a lot of sports too. We did a first baseball game last night. They won, they had a great game. And I have 2 puppies as well, which kind of keeps me busy. So between the dogs, my house, my multiple businesses, my son, my car hobby, and working out and staying busy and trying to, I like to fish, I like to golf, I love to travel, so I love to eat. So food, travel, my dogs, my son, and staying active.
And you like cars as well?
Oh yeah, it's my go-to thing. I could spend hours talking about cars, looking at cars. Yeah, it's my vice. Yeah.
And that's not me at all.
Yeah. I wish I didn't like cars because it's an expensive hobby, and I don't know, I love it. I love cars.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So one of the questions left, the last interview we did was with Zach.
Okay.
And Zach left a question to shoot to you, and the question was, if you were to write your memoirs, what would the title be?
Oh wow, that's a good question. It would be Dione Saliba, the man who gave his heart and soul to his clients.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So it'll be real estate related, and okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So there you have it for Dione. Listen, if you want to find out more about Dione, and if you want to have him as your agent, please contact us. We'll leave his contact information for you as well. Great guy. He handles a lot of Cleveland, from Strongsville, I mean all of Northeast Ohio, but he knows the north side very, very well. So reach out to Dione, whether it's investments or you just looking for your own personal home. Remember, if you like what you're hearing, like, follow, and share our YouTube channel. It's Remax Oasis Dream Homes. Go on there and like and follow our channel. And before we close, again, we're gonna ask Dione to give us a question that he wants to ask the next person. All right. So Dione, what's the question you want to ask the next interviewer?
My next question would be, how has your real estate business changed over the last year?
How has your real estate business changed over the last year? So whoever's the next person to be interviewed, that's the question that you're gonna get. All right. So listen, if you want to reach out, like I said, reach out to us, reach out to Dione at any time, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.